Hello and thank you for joining me in my garage again. So what we're doing today is we'll be learning how to have a good miter joint once the glue has set. So at your tables, what we have are two pieces of wood, which have little mitered pieces on it, glued, and two loose pieces like this. Have a look at this first one here, the one that doesn't look so pretty. It's a bit rough. What do we notice about this? Yeah, it looks ugly. You don't like it? Why not? The gap is open. There's a little bit of light filtered up. There's a bit of light coming through. The corners are, one corner is overhanging the other. The surface is not smooth. They're kind of offset in height. If you look at this way, it's an elevation, we could say. Now, look at the other one. Okay. The quality, I would say, if anybody could say, is much nicer. Why is that? Yes, that's true. The joint is flush. It's closed. It's flush to the touch. There's no raised edge. Yeah, the corner. Good. So if you were to buy a house, brand new house, and this was how the windows and the door trims were trimmed out, you'd be calling the builder, wouldn't you? It wouldn't pass closing. It's not very nice. You would expect something like this or better. So now pick up the two loose pieces that are mitered and put them together. Right? If you're doing this, trimming out someone's window or casing, put a bit of glue and sit. Are you gonna be able to sit there like this for an hour or maybe an hour so it sets up? Doesn't make sense, right? It would shift on you eventually. You get tired of fatigue, and the joint could turn out to this little disaster like we have here. So thankfully, there are many ways of ensuring you have a good joint. You could do screws, then you get a wood filler, fill it in. Pocket screws, time consuming, but they would work very well. Something that's a little bit quicker that I like are Collins clamps. Here they are in action. Look at this corners, kids. So your art teacher, Ms. Jones, has told me that you've been doing some canvases on 10 by 10, some artwork, and she wondered if we could build trim or a casing for your artwork. So that's what we're going to work on in the next class based on what we learned today. We've already used a miter saw, we've already cut pieces of wood, mitered safely. We learned about sanding. So this is a joining class. So next class we actually put into action. So when you're joining two pieces, make sure there's nothing in between, no sawdust, no slivers. If there are some, you take a sanding block, sandpaper, clean off the edge. Okay, you put a bit of glue and apply the Collins clamp. Well, the Collins clamp, let's talk about that. There are two parts to this. There's the plier part and the clamp part. Now, before we go any further, as far as personal protection and safety precautions, there are no power tools in use today. So we don't need ear protection. The only risk is a sliver, which is always present, and getting your finger pinched in here. We'll talk about that in a moment. So the first part is the pliers. A little spring here. Excuse me. Very weak tension. Okay, if I open it and let it close my finger, there's nothing. I don't even barely feel it. Okay. Now the clamp is very springless, very tough to open. It has little teeth, or sorry, little needles. Think of it sticking your finger in the mouth of a snapping turtle. You don't want to do that. So on the ends of the pliers, there's little hooks, little recesses. Okay? Think of this as a silhouette of a person. The body, and you have the head. The recesses sitting like that. When you squeeze, the jaws open up. Okay? So that's how these are clamping down on a frame. So one person from each table group, come grab a plier, and grab 2 clamps. The way you're going to carry them back to your tables are like this, sitting on your finger, okay? Good. Okay, so the way you're going to put on the clip onto the plier is like this. Always on the head. Never on the body, because if you put it in the body, look, it's tapered, it's going to slide off. You can make a mess of your work, hurt yourself, don't do it, okay? Like so. Gentle pressure opens up. So, we are going to practice this together. So, holding the clamp here, pliers, show me this. Good. Everybody's tried. Okay, very good. So, now, while still in your hands, just get a gentle squeeze. Get the jaws to open up a little bit. Yeah, very good. Everybody's tried. Okay, very good. So now, we're going to move on to a piece of wood. Grab one of the pieces that's mitered. You're not going to clamp down on the mitered piece, okay? Go on the flat end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the jaws, and I'm going to release them once the jaws are around the wood, like so. Everybody show me this. Good? Okay, great. We're going to try on the cross section. So, come at the wood parallel like so. Release. That's what it looks like. Yes? Very good. Okay, good. So now, we are going to practice doing the same thing, except with 2 surfaces together. I'm going to demonstrate for you. Lay it flat, make sure. No crumbs, no dust, no nothing. Put them together, like so. Some considerations. Run your finger across the top for the 2 pieces of meat. The corners should be coming to a point, no overhang. Okay. If you get it wrong, you can reset it. It's not a big deal. Okay. So done. Voila. That's what we got. Okay. So everybody can see that. Okay. Run my finger across here. There's no raised edges. Corner here. There's a slight overhang, but I can adjust that in a moment. So that's the benefit about these things. Like, always adjustable. You have a few moments anyways, okay? So, everybody see what I did there? Good. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to circulate. I want everybody in your group to try it 3 times. Reset it 3 times and switch partners. Yes? Good. Any questions? Good. Okay. So again, point to note. When you are doing this, I'm going to exaggerate. Don't like this. Don't like this. As close as possible. Okay? That's the benefit with these things. Put some glue on. I'm not going to do this now. Pretend, put some glue on. I'm going to clamp it together. Collins clamp. And for your artwork, we'll be doing that. Like so. So, any questions so far? Okay, good. So we talked about some things we need to consider. Smooth surface, no slivers, nothing, no debris in between. Good. Okay, so what are some things to consider when you're gluing up a joint? Yeah, flush, corners line up. That's good. Nothing in between a joint. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. The same persons who came and picked up the materials return to me how? Yes, just like this. Here, the pliers, don't carry them like that. Set them down here, very good. So now some exit tickets are being handed out, excuse me, and on it there's a question. What are some other ways, or what would happen if you didn't use a Collins clamp? Something like a Collins clamp, an F clamp, a bar pipe and clamps, pocket screws. What would be the possible outcome? Here's a hint, all right? So, after you're done, please return your exit tickets here. And tomorrow, our next class, we'll be cutting. I have some flat stock. Okay, we'll be mitering them, cutting them, and gluing them together, okay, to make our picture frame. All right, thank you.